My name's Todd Newhouse with Selway Machine Tool Company. Today we are at Wemco here in Spokane, Washington. This is the first Hwacheon Mega 110 4000 lathe that we sold to the company along with Hwacheon. First machine was bought in 2017. Yeah, since buying the first Mega, they've added 5 more machines. They've bought 3 Vestas, a Vesta 1300, 2 Vesta 2000s, and then from there added a HT 450 lathe with Y-axis sub-spindle milling, and then the last machine was an H8 800 millimeter horizontal. What's great is, my job is to look at what the customer's doing, look at the project, and take what the customer's doing and find the right solution. And in this instance, Hwacheon was definitely the right solution for all the parts that they have running on the Hwacheon. So with the help of, our application engineers, my great service department, and Hwacheon and the customer, Wemco, that's kind of how we came to all these machines. We went with the Mega 110 because their parts needed big diameter, big length with a lot of rigidity and great accuracy, and Fanuc controls. That was very important to the customer. So that's why we started down this path, and here we are with the Mega 110.
Hi, I'm standing here at Wemco to talk about large part machining. Hwacheon is known for its wide array of products, everything from machining centers to turning centers. And in the turning center area, normally we're selling 8 and 10 inch chuck lathes, the standard of the industry in North America. But today we're talking large part machining. So we start with our product line from our Cut-X general purpose to our high-tech, all the way up to 32 inch chuck lathes. But today I'm standing in front of one of my favorite. It's the Mega series. We have 2 frame sizes basically, the Mega 1 and the Mega 2. This happens to be a Mega 1. This is a Mega 1 110 by 4 meters long. So we're talking about a swing of 46 inches on this sucker with a large bed length. These bed lengths go up in size as well, so we can cover a full range. This actually is one of my medium-sized machines. We're talking about starting with a Mega 72, going to the Mega 100, one of our more popular machines, and then the Mega 110. Then from there I jumped to the Mega 130. So these machines can get way out there, up to 10 meters long. But if you need bigger, we got bigger. We have the Mega 2, which starts at a 160 and goes up from there. And those machines can go out to 17 meters. So for a large part machining like we're doing here at Wemco, this is the perfect match. We're machining large rollers. It could be oil and gas. It could be a wide variety of types of parts. But in this case, we're doing crane parts, overhead crane parts. So big rollers for the cables to wrap around.
I'm Matt Turner, VP Operations for Wemco Inc. Started with the company 14 years ago in 2010. Worked with a lot of different machine tool manufacturers over the years. One of the things I've really grown to like with working with Hwacheon and Selway is the responsiveness we get on technical support questions and service. They really have a knowledgeable group of individuals that can address all of our needs here in manufacturing, specifically in job shop machining, trying to keep spindles up and maintain schedules and deliveries. We really depend on keeping our machines running and addressing repairs quickly and in short order. And in the course of working with Selway over the last 5+ years, done a great job of supporting our needs and really exceed our expectations. Because of the reliability, I can focus on working with clients, more closely managing production schedules rather than trying to fix machine downtime, where I would have had to get involved in fixing a machine myself or calling whatever independent service technician could get out here to address the issue. I can now rely on Hwacheon and Selway to solve that amongst themselves, so I can focus on running the business, supporting our employees and our customers.
What made the H8 a great fit for Wemco is its heavy-duty structure for large part machining. The H8 is one of our larger boxway geared spindle horizontal machining center. It's a dual drive system, so really heavy-duty with a gearbox spindle with tons of torque. So this fit perfect for Wemco's larger parts and heavy milling applications. You know, the H8 is in a family between the H6 and the H8, so we can provide a 630 horizontal or this 800 millimeter horizontal, which actually has the stroke size of a 1000 millimeter horizontal. So really large parts machining can be applied to this great horizontal. We also make smaller horizontals as well. At IMTS, we're debuting our AF4, a 400 millimeter horizontal. So we can supply horizontals from small size all the way up to over 2 meter size horizontal machining centers. We started working with Wemco through our dealer, Selway Machine Tools. Selway Machine Tools has been our dealer for quite some time, and we have a long partnership with them. So it made it very easy to integrate with Wemco back and forth. So we came to Wemco, understood their parts, and we recommended the proper machine size for their application. This partnership really goes a long way. It's an open door policy. We talk to each other, we talk about product development, and provide great solutions for our customers.
So I've been working here at Wemco for 6 years now. The things that I like most about working here at Wemco is working on a lot of the dam rehab projects we do. To be able to work on the infrastructure of the country is a big deal. I mean, the dams are what keeps the lights on, so to be a part of that is pretty awesome. And not to mention, these are pieces of equipment that were manufactured by our fathers, our grandfathers. So to have our hands on that and be able to rework a lot of that stuff that our previous fathers and grandfathers worked on, it's a pretty rewarding feeling. For me, being able to run machines of this caliber that have the functionality and the reliability that the Hwacheons have, it makes your job easier. One of the great things about running these Hwacheons is not only are they awesome, but when you need support for some of the operations, there's so many high-tech things that they do that you sometimes have to reach out to learn how these things work, and Hwacheon's always there to give us the support we need to get these things figured out. Machining for me isn't just a job, it's a career. It's one that I love so much that I've encouraged one of my sons to get into the trade. So I've got him to come work with me at Wemco, and he's done a great job learning to be a machinist. He loves it. So to get that next generation involved in the trades, to me is a responsibility of the older generation. Somebody's got to be there to teach the younger generation how to do these trades. And so to not only be able to do that, but to do that with my own son has been one of the most rewarding things that I've ever had happen to me in my life.
Well, that's a wrap here at Wemco. I love companies like this. I get to talk about partnerships. I get to talk about seeing your supply chain as valued partners. I get to talk to sons that take over companies from their fathers, and they have a grand vision of the future, and we get to talk about all of the cool things they made. Now, this is just one series of the videos. We've done tons of videos today with the team at Wemco. Thank you to everyone, and we're out of here.